7.16 miles, 7 minutes, 36 seconds per mile. Enjoying the weather out there today. Getting in a little bit of a tempo run in the Adidas Adios 4. Taking those shoes out a little bit for a spin, testing the shoes a little bit, but also testing myself a little bit with today's workout. Now for a tempo run, what I'm generally looking for is a chance to let my body familiarize itself with some of the race speeds that I'm looking for. So it's kind of a workout. It's a moderate to moderate hard workout. The hardest days are going to be the interval or the interval long run days. Those are going to be the days that are really testing my body and pushing them the hardest. But tempo runs are something that I like to do about once a week once I get into a marathon training block, which suddenly I find myself pretty much right in the middle of one. And so for today, the goal was to be a little bit slower than marathon pace. Ideally later on in the year, my tempo runs will be at marathon pace, if not just a little bit faster. But the idea again being that I want my body to understand from an intuitive perspective later on, from repetition and from experience, what running at certain paces are going to feel like. And so for today, I did a decent job. First, I had 2 miles of warm up, and that's basically, if I kind of take the long way, getting from my office down along the riverfront and then passing the Bean and then towards the lakefront, that's where there's gonna be a lot of people, tourists, traffic, stoplights, things like that. Once I hit that 2 mile mark, that's when I'm at the lakefront, and then it's just clear and open sailing. With the flyover, or at least the part of the flyover that they're working on now being completed or relatively complete, I can pretty much get from that 2 mile mark all the way up to almost the end of my run without a single interruption, unless I want to have an interruption. And today I didn't, so I had a 4 mile stretch where I was going for faster paces. The first mile of the tempo and I think the last mile of the tempo were the closest. Those were both at right about my goal marathon pace, which is 7.14 is what I'm going to need to be able to BQ. Today I hit around 7.15 for each of those. And then in the middle I had a little bit slower miles, 7.30 about is where I was for those. So not exactly where I want to be, but I wasn't exactly pushing to get that marathon pace for today yet. There's still plenty of time to build up to that. Feeling ultimately not great about where I am. I think I'm in the right spot for, you know, time of year and where I am kind of in the level of fitness. So overall, feeling relatively good for it. But yeah, I was definitely working pretty hard and harder than I think I should be for, you know, my goal marathon pace. But, you know, again, that's just where I am at this point so far in the year. And I got in a really good workout and I was glad to have some nice weather to do it in. Before I go for today, I want to talk about a new charity runner for the week. The charity runner for this week is going to be Justin Wasielewski, and he's running the London Marathon in just a couple of weeks. He's going to be raising money for the American Institute for Cancer Research, and their goal is to make sure that no one ever gets diagnosed with a preventable cancer. And so I'm very happy to donate $70 to Justin's fundraising efforts, and I'll post a link in the description in case you'd like to learn more. That's all I have for today, everybody. Just a really short video, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on?